Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video, which is a tag video created by Sharon, or Sweet Nightingale 1973. She started the top 5 pencils you would take with you if you were lost in space tag. And I, at the time, only have 5 pencils, so what I'm going to do is a little slightly different. So I'm going to list off the pencils, but I'm going to list them from I would only use if necessary to I would use first until they're completely gone, because we don't know how the the resupply chain would work. So I'm going to go through ones that are on the bottom to the top most used of my pencils. So now we have, I think the story was, now we survived the island, we got lost in space on the way home, we get to choose our coloring supplies to take with us. So at number 5, and the ones I'd probably use least, would be the Fila Color pencils. They have amazing shade range, but I have had a little bit of trouble with them, and I have a few pencils that, let's see if I can find one for you as an example, that kind of, after sharpening, kind of died on me, so, and I just dropped it and killed it worse. They kind of have amazing shade range, but I have not had good luck with them, so this would have to be on the bottom of the list of the pencils to use, because while it looks beautiful in the box and they have beautiful shade range, I've had bad luck with them. Let me see if I can find a place to put them so they don't crash to the floor. And at number 4 is a pencils that used to be like my top favorite pencils of all time, but I haven't used them for a while, and that is the Platinum Color pencils. I put them in this little pencil case. These are a semi-soft core pencil, and I recently swatched some of these out because I think about using these on a Color and Long coming up soon, but these are really nice and creamy for budget-friendly pencils, so I had to take these, and I had to go at number 4 just because they're technically tied with number 3 in the same spot, because I love them so much as the next ones. So number 4 is the Platinum Color pencils, and tied at number 4 and number 3 is my Crayola color pencils. I am a big Crayola fan, whether it's Crayola markers, Crayola pencils, Crayola anything, I love them, so I definitely have to put my Crayolas higher up in the list and take them with. I have the 100 set, well, I had the 100 set before they kind of had all of 100 different colors, so I have some duplicates, so I would have extras to have with me, but I absolutely love these pencils, and they're some of my favorite pencils to use, so I'd have to definitely take my Crayolas. So I can close this container. Okay, I'm not going to, so I'm just going to set this over. Wait, hold on. Okay. Good thing there'd be anti-gravity in space, because if the lid goes off, all I have to do is just float over to a pencil. So these next two, my top 2, are actually tied for number 2 and number 1, and the only reason this next pencil is at number 2 instead of number 1 is because the fact of there's only like a few shade ranges compared to number 1, and the number 2 is the Arteza color pencils. I have recently used these and absolutely love these pencils. These are good for any kind of paper, and I had a lot of Create Space paper, and you know, better quality paper. Okay, there we go. Open them up. These are just beautiful pencils, and I absolutely love them. They blend. They just work so well together in any paper. So I had to keep in mind, you know, the books that I chose for the Desert Island tag, so I can rate these pencils as well, because you have to think of that in mind as well if you're going to be using the different supplies, have limited supplies. And I think this number 1 comes as no surprise to you or anyone who has watched my channel. But number 1, I have pencil would have to be my Prisma Colors. I love my Prisma Colors. If I had to only choose one pencil for this list, it would be the Prismas, because they just work on any kind of paper. They work on, you know, the best quality paper. They work in Create Space paper if you finesse them a little bit, but they are just my absolute favorite pencil, and I probably would not even be able to go to a motel to evacuate from a hurricane without these pencils, you know. So these have to be my number 1 pencils completely. So yeah, that is my list. It was actually really fun, because I had to sit down and think, like, what order would I use these in most? What kind of, like, I had to, like, rewatch my video, which it's just really weird because, you know, like hearing your own voice coming from a YouTube video is just a really odd sensation. And so I had to rewatch it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I had those books on my list, so I have to list these pencils in order of which ones they would work with the paper the most. So that is my tag. I'm not going to tag anyone like I did with last video, so if you want to do this tag, or if you have done this tag, feel free to do it and then let me know in the comments below and I'll check out your video. Anyways, until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day and happy coloring from somewhere in space.